All right, folks, welcome back to the channel, man. We're going to keep this nice, quick, straight to the point like always. We're talking about the square body today. Hadn't really made a video with the square body since the first video I made when I first picked it up. And I want to talk about some stuff that's in the planning phases or on down the line once I get the Montero out the garage. And so right off the bat, you can see that there is another block sitting in the garage, all right? Story behind this block, it came with the transmission that's in the Montero right now. He threw it in, it was taking up space, and he was like, hey man, if you want it, take it. I'm not gonna do nothing with it. And that's one of the things I love about the car community and the Facebook marketplace findings that you find. Some of these folks, good people, man, and you let them know what you're doing, and some of them, they want to help out and they start throwing in extra stuff. And so I scored a block. All right, I was gonna do a 454, but the prices that they asking for them damn motors, man, and they just be blocks, it's too crazy. Because I can take that same money, throw it at this, be happy. I can throw it at that 350 in there and definitely be happy. So that's why I'm still thinking about it, but I'm probably not gonna do a big block. It's either gonna be a LS or I'm gonna rebuild at 350. So that's one of the things that's on the list to do with the square body. The second is to lift it, all right? Lift it, get these hump V tires on here, get the gears changed, and get some lockers. That's the second thing on the list to get done. And then third, which is the interior, which I fixed all my windows. I'm still dealing with the one in the back. I got the tailgate, not the barn door. I kind of wish I would have looked a little deeper, a little longer, and found the barn door. But for the price that I paid for this one, it is what it is, man. I got away with it, and here we are. If you follow me on Instagram, a while back, I was debating getting it painted, and I was gonna take it to Marco, I think that's it. I didn't care, a quick paint job just to make it look good. But then I got to thinking, and I kind of liked the patina look, like especially sunsets out here in Vegas. The sun would hit it just right, and I was like, damn, that really looked good. So I went with Poppy's patina and did the clear coat, and it turned out pretty good, man. For me, not dealing with that type of stuff, not knowing that type of stuff, and I was able to do it, and it turned out pretty good. I need to put that video up here, which I got a couple videos that I need to put up here, but that's beside the point. 2026, I will be, asserting myself more on YouTube. I already put it on my little board or whatever, excuse me, and I'm gonna get serious about YouTube for real this time. But back to the square body, man. I'm not gonna do much to it. It's perfect how it sits. Perfect to me, at least. And a lot of folks was giving me, kickback for cutting it and drilling into it. Hey, it's my truck, all right? If you wanna do something a certain way, go find yourself a square body. But 9 times out of 10, you're not gonna do it. All right. And these folks sit behind these computers and they just be typing shit or typing stuff. But that's neither here nor there. That's what we're gonna do with the square body, man. Once the Montero is out the garage and that's up and going, we're gonna get the burb lifted. We're gonna get some new gears. We're gonna get some lockers. We either gonna LS swap it or we gonna rebuild a 350, and then we're gonna fix the inside up some more, and then that'll be it pretty much. So like I said, quick, short, straight to the point. If you know some good websites to source some parts for 350, which I know Summit, JX, them the typical two. I could Amazon everything, but folks, I don't care. That LS that's in there, outside of the rotating assembly, the intake, the injectors, it's all stock. But the cam, the lifters, push rods, all the gaskets. What else? What else? What else? The wiring harness. What else? Motor mounts. What else? All Amazon. Say what you want. I got videos of this motherfucker running, or I got videos of it running, and it's gonna be a spicy unit. I will say that much. But back to the Squarebody, man. Eventually, I'm gonna get to the Squarebody. All right, but for now, that's the plan for the Squarebody. Either a rebuild or a swap. Which the rebuild, I can just pull it out, do what I need to do, put it back in. It's simple. LS, I'm gonna have to switch some stuff over. I'm gonna have to get a fuel pump, I have to get a fuel regulator, I have to get a computer. Not really trying to do all that, to be honest, because this one, as complicated as folks like to make wiring and that computer stuff, it wasn't that bad on this one once I got into it for real. So with that being said, or I could, carb the LS, and it's a lot of different routes I can go. I'm gonna say that much, and I feel like I'm kind of rambling right now, but that's the plan that I have for the Squarebody. We probably gonna start getting more into it next year, starting with the lift and the tires and the gears. I don't do a lot of rock crawling. I don't do a lot of crazy stuff. I do get into some sketchy situations, but as far as I know my limits, all right? I'm gonna put it at that. I know my limits, and I try to creep right up to that limit, and then that's that. I feel like if I get out more, I can probably push that limit a little further, but for the time being, even with the Montero, I know my limit, all right? So that's that. But 2026 is gonna be a good year for both the Squarebody and the Montero. Y'all gonna have to stick around to see. If you already know, and if you've already seen, this thing sounds amazing, and it sounds crazy. And this really hadn't been on the camera for real, but I'm gonna try to start working it in more. So that's it. Hope y'all like this video, man. It wasn't nothing too crazy going on. And the hood is up right now because I had a charging problem. I pretty much done went through the whole charging system. Everything is good to go, new, updated. And it was one wire, over at the junction block at the firewall that was, I'm gonna have to see if I can put that clip that I got of it up there, but it was crazy. So like, comment, share, subscribe, man. If you like this type of stuff, stick around. Drop down in the comments. Let me know what you working on. I always like to see what folks got going in their garages. But until the next video, man, I'm out.